Mic check, mic check, mic.
Hi guys, my name is Valentine Blaize Joseph, a 25 years old girl, still living with her own parents, and actually from a humble background in Kibera. Yes, when I realized that I had sickle cell anemia, this is at the age of 15, and most of all you find that it is being realized at a very tender age. Now because sickle cell and malaria somehow do have some symptoms that they look alike. Now we all had to go along just going for malarial meds, which is Coartem, and most of the time you find that you have low HB. Now that is one sign that a sickle cell warrior is also really suffering from, most especially having fatigue mostly in the morning, and low hemoglobin, and also having jaundice. These are some of the signs and symptoms that you can also really look deeply into. Now when you get to see these signs and symptoms, the only manageable tactics that is there is you going for clinics every now and again. Ensure that you are very close to your doctor, and also if we have warriors, we do have warriors, a lot of warriors in schools, and also anywhere that you go, just inform other people, because we have some severe crises that normally appear, which is the pain and the joints on the joints. So like the manageable thing is to drink a lot of water, have a lot of fruits, and also ensure that you take your medication every now and again, as long as the doctor has prescribed you to take, which is folic acid together with the hydroxyurea. And if you have a little tiny infections, you can use Pain V. With this common condition, we find that we have a lot of challenges, especially from friends and also from the family members that don't understand you well. Also, the challenge that we normally it's on a rise is stigmatization and discrimination. This can only be stopped if you talk about this. Discrimination and stigmatization, this is not the end of the world. Just talk out, speak it out, let all people know the awareness. Let all people have this awareness of this condition. And also in the hospitals, doctors, nurses, we expect that you give us that high chance of medication, because we expect you to be knowing this condition. We can't be coming, then you inject us medication that won't take effect on us. Yes, and also warriors, we are supposed to be keen and be serious on this medication that the doctors are really injecting us. A doctor can just decide and inject you a malarial drug, yet you are not suffering from malaria. So therefore, it's always very important to ask about it. Ask about the medication that you're being given. We find that with this condition, it is very hard for us on a typical day to go on with our normal duties, because in a lot of areas and a lot of places that we go through is with the weather, especially now that you can see it's much cold. Now you can't separate yourself from others because you're feeling cold. Just ensure that you're having your water, that is that warm water that you do want. Alafu, you ensure that you have that strict diet, because we also find that coldness affects us with this condition. We have coldness that really affect crisis, and it's not just a crisis, it will be a severe crisis. Therefore, we are supposed to take caution before we end up doing bad to ourselves. In most cases, we find that a lot of warriors, we are being employed, but in a certain case that your employee doesn't understand your condition. So you yourself, if it's very much compulsory for you to wake up as early as 4 or as early as 5, ensure you be cautious about the weather. Just dress warm, and also don't forget to have your warm water beside you. We find that in a lot of cases, we have these each and every daily to our daily activities that normally trigger crisis, which is having a lot of stress. Having a lot of stress can actually bring up a crisis, and also you not being good with the weather, most especially when it's raining, when it's cold. Just be cautious about the weather. We emphasize on it because it normally brings a lot of severe pain and the severe crisis, mostly on the knee joints and also at the abdomen part. Yes, you must be very much attentive to your body. Once you hear some little bit sign of you being sick, just go to your clinician, go to seek medical attention, for it is very necessary. And also the medication that the doctors are really supposed to give you as a warrior, and that one that we normally use is hydroxyurea, folic acid, pain V, and also to some point a doctor can give you zinc, which normally helps with our diet. Yes, a lot of people looking at us outside here normally ask themselves, for how long are you supposed to visit the clinician? The clinician is always supposed to give you one date in a month, which is equivalent to you visiting the clinician monthly. That is that day that you are being prescribed to visit the doctor. And also we find that all these drugs are very helpful to us, especially hydroxyurea and folic acid. Folic acid is only to boost the hemoglobin in the body, and also hydroxyurea is used to prevent jaundice in your eyes, the yellowness of the eyes. And pain V is all about infection, together with zinc. It's all about infection. And also my daily to daily activity as a sickler is not an easy journey, because each and every time you have to carry your painkillers. Every here and again you need to carry also your water, that is warm water when the weather is so much harsh. And also don't forget to carry your painkiller in case of any trigger or in case of any ish in your body. Yes, around our environment, our community, the way we get to fit to our normal daily basic things is just to make people be aware of this. I want to remind you that this, when you talk about this, is when people will get to understand you much better. But when you get to keep it away from people, it just affects you. So be aware of this. This is not a death sentence. Just make sure people know about this. And also when crisis comes, remember, it doesn't tell anyone that it's coming. So any person that will be near you or close to you will be able to take you to the hospital. So we do have some small communities around each and every places that we go. We have in Kibera, Kawangware. Those are some of the support groups that we normally have. And when you are watching this, ensure that you reach out to the Sickle Cell Cat of Kenya, that is CAT. And also we have Bridge and Hope Alliance Foundation of Kenya. These are the people that we normally indulge in daily, on our daily basics, because we have seminars, we have our activities that we normally get to engage with also a lot of people, and also with our fellow warriors, because this is something that we should talk about. So I really give thanks to you, to Bridge and Hope Alliance Foundation of Kenya, together with SCAT, that has always been there standing for us, and not forgetting True Care Organization Foundation in Kibera. These are the groups that we have been all along standing with us, with giving us drugs also, and also supporting us. We'll be going for home visits for some time now. Now, managing this condition is not something easy, because we find out that each and every day we have to have our drugs beside us, and hydroxyurea. For instance, hydroxyurea is very much a lot, and it's very much expensive, because one drug, you find out that one tablet costs 50 shillings. Therefore, and someone is supposed to be taking 3 hydroxyurea, which is 500 milligrams in a day. That one is so much expensive, because in a day, we as warriors, we can't manage to have 150, but also we would really love to pass our humble cry to the government, together with the donors and also the well-wishers. If you can give us these drugs and also support us in any other way, we will really say thank you. But on the drug side, it is very much heavy for us. It's really a burden to us, because we need to have drugs, we need to have food, we need to have good diet. You see, it's a very much burden. But remember, this condition God gave you because He knew that you are the only person that is able to manage this. So never give up, don't lose hope. This condition is not a permanent condition. No condition is permanent, and this is not a death sentence.